The Law of the Yukon. This is the law of the Yukon, and ever she makes it plain. Send not your foolish and feeble, send me your strong and your sane. Strong for the red rage of battle, sane for I harry them sore. Send me men girt for the combat, men who are grit to the core. Swift as the panther in triumph, fierce as the bear in defeat, sired of a bulldog parent, steeled in the furnace heat. Send me the best of your breeding, lend me your chosen ones, them will I take to my bosom, them will I call my sons. Them will I gild with my treasure, them will I glut with my meat. But the others, the misfits, the failures, I trample under my feet, dissolute, damned and despairful, crippled and palsied and slain. Ye would send me the spawn of your gutters? Go, take back your spawn again. Wild and wide are my borders, stern as death is my sway. From my ruthless throne I have ruled alone for 1,000,000 years and a day. Hugging my mighty treasure, waiting for man to come, till he swept like a turbid torrent, and after him swept the scum. The pallid pimp of the deadline, the enervate of the pen, one by one I weeded them out, for all I sought was men. One by one I dismayed them, frightening them sore with my glooms. One by one I betrayed them unto my manifold dooms. Drowned them like rats in my rivers, starved them like curs on my plains, rotted the flesh that was left them, poisoned the blood in their veins. Burst with my winter upon them, searing forever their sight, lashed them with fungus-white faces, whimpering wild in the night. Staggering blind through the storm whirl, stumbling mad through the snow, frozen stiff in the ice pack, brittle and bent like a bow, featureless, formless, forsaken, scented by wolves in their flight, left for the wind to make music through ribs that are glittering white. Gnawing the black crust of failure, searching the pit of despair, crooking the toe in the trigger, trying to patter a prayer. Going outside with an escort, raving with lips all afoam, writing a check for 1,000,000, driveling feebly of home. Lost like a louse in the burning, or else in the tented town, seeking a drunkard's solace, sinking and sinking down. Steeped in the slime at the bottom, dead to a decent world, lost mid the human flotsam, far from the frontier hurled. In the camp at the bend of the river, with its dozen saloons aglare, its gambling dens a riot, its gramophones all ablare. Crimped with the crimes of a city, sin-ridden and bridled with lies, in the hush of a mountain vastness and the flush of my midnight skies. Plague spots, yet tools of my purpose, so nathless I suffer them thrive, crushing my weak in their clutches, that only my strong may survive. But the others, the men of my mettle, the men who would establish my fame, unto its ultimate issue winning me honor, not shame. Searching my uttermost valleys, fighting each step as they go, shooting the wrath of my rapids, scaling my ramparts of snow, ripping the guts of my mountains, looting the beds of my creeks. Them I will take to my bosom and speak as a mother speaks. I am the land that listens. I am the land that broods, steeped in eternal beauty, crystalline waters and woods. Long have I waited lonely, shunning as a thing accursed, monstrous, moody, pathetic, the last of the lands and the first. Visioning campfires at twilight, sad with a longing forlorn, feeling my womb o'er pregnant with the seed of cities unborn. Wild and wide are my borders, stern as death is my way, and I wait for the men who will win me, and I will not be won in a day. I will not be won by weaklings, subtle, suave, and mild, but by men with the hearts of Vikings and the simple faith of a child. Desperate, strong, and resistless, unthrottled by fear or defeat, them will I gild with my treasure, them will I glut with my meat. Lofty I stand from each sister land, patient and wearily wise, with the weight of a world of sadness in my quiet, passionless eyes. Dreaming alone of a people, dreaming alone of a day, when men shall not rape my riches and curse me and go away, making a bawd of my bounty, fouling the hand that gave, till I raise my wrath and I sweep on their path and I stamp them into a grave. Dreaming of men who will bless me, of women esteeming me good, of children born in my borders, of radiant motherhood, of cities leaping to stature, of fame like a flag unfurled, as I pour the tide of my riches in the eager lap of the world. This is the law of the Yukon, that only the strong shall thrive, that surely the weak shall perish, and only the fit survive. Dissolute, damned and despairful, crippled and palsied and slain, this is the will of the Yukon. Lo, how she makes it plain.